welcome back to Cotton Creations, and today we are going to be making a delicious General Tso's. I guess that's how you say it. General Tso's, is the T silent? I don't know. Anyway, TSO, okay? That we're going to be making General Tso's cauliflower today, and of course it's vegan. So be sure to stay tuned if you want to see how to make this delicious dish. So first you want to go ahead and cut up your cauliflower, wash it off, and then we're going to season it with some salt and pepper. You don't need much more seasoning than that because we don't want it to overpower the actual Asian sauce that you decide to use. Just like in my fried cauliflower video, we're going to take our seasoned cauliflower and put into our flour and cornstarch mixture and give it a nice good shake to make sure they're all coated. Next, we're going to take our milk. I'm using unsweetened almond milk, and I'm adding a little bit of cornstarch to the milk just to thicken it up and to make sure we have a nice good crisp on our cauliflower. So give that a nice mix and make sure everything is combined very well. And then what we're going to do is take that coated cauliflower and add into the milk and make sure all the pieces are very well coated in the milk mixture. Once all the cauliflower is coated with the milk mixture, we're going to put it back into our batter and we're going to give it a really nice good shake until all the pieces are completely covered. Now we're going to take our fully battered cauliflower out, put it on a plate, and let it rest for about 5 to 7 minutes. Once your oil is nice and hot, you can go ahead and place your cauliflower in your pan or your pot and let it fry until all sides are golden brown. Once your cauliflower is done, you want to go ahead and take it out and either put it on a rack or on some paper towel so that the oil can drain. And then you want to let it rest for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to place it back into the hot oil. We are double frying this cauliflower because we want it to have a really nice crunch and crisp, and so that it can withstand the Asian sauce that we are going to mix it in later. And then you're going to just let it fry for about another 3 minutes, and then you're going to go ahead and let the oil drain on some paper towel or rack, and then we're going to move on to adding the sauce. So in this video, as you can see, I'm using the General Tso's sauce. However, you can use any Asian inspired sauce that you choose. So go ahead and add as little or as much as you like. I like to have quite a bit of sauce because I usually eat mine over rice, and I wanted to make sure there's enough sauce for the rice as well. So once you're done with that, you can go ahead and enjoy. So what'd you guys think? Like I said, it's super delicious, super easy to do. One thing is that you can manipulate this recipe and you can use other Asian inspired sauces like the orange sauce that goes on orange chicken, sesame chicken, the sauce that goes on that, a teriyaki sauce. So there's so many different variations that you could do for this particular recipe, and all of them are very delicious. Not only that, but you could also toss it in like a buffalo sauce. You can toss it in a barbecue sauce if you want more of like an American inspired dish. So there's tons of things you can do, honey mustard, all sorts of things. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you don't want to miss out on any more of the greatness and awesomeness happening at Cotton Creations, be sure to subscribe like right now, and also drop me a comment below and let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching.